Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon Renee, and for today's video we are going to be talking about 10 soft skills that are extremely useful for you to have to be even more successful as a UX designer. Now, of course, if this sounds like something that you are interested in, please do not forget to support me by liking, sharing, commenting, and of course subscribing to my channel. So let's get into today's video, shall we? So the first soft skill that you need as a designer is feedback and collaborative skills. So this is essentially knowing the right people to ask for feedback, being able to work with them to achieve your defined goals and to really get what you want, and of course being able to give feedback. So you want to know how to give feedback to other designers, other stakeholders. You need to know how to receive feedback. Based on this feedback, know how to collaborate and of course work well with others and include them throughout whatever it is that you are working on. Second soft skill that is completely overly essential as a designer is over communication skills. So before you're asked for something, if you're over communicating, you would pretty much be proactively updating stakeholders and letting them know, this is where I'm at with this project, this is what I'm working on, this is some support I would need, this is the status of the project, before anyone asking. So it's going out of your way to ensure that everyone is up to date, even with the things that you would assume might not be extremely necessary, but you're including them because it is the act of over communicating and you're going above the bare minimum, above what is needed, and doing a little bit extra. Third soft skill that is always needed, which you hear quite often, is empathy. Now basically what empathy means is just being able to put yourself in the position of another person, to feel their pains, to feel their struggles. So as a designer, you're mostly solving problems for your users. So being able to be an empathetic person helps you to be able to put yourself in the shoes of your users. Now your users might not always be the same as you or even have the same characteristics as you. They might like completely different things, but being empathetic means you can feel their pain, you can relate to it, and you can, by putting yourself in those shoes, kind of start figuring out how best to solve for those problems, knowing their unique needs. Soft skill number 4 is presentation and storytelling skills. Now for UX design, before your designs go live, before they reach a particular point, you're going to need people to sign off on it. You're going to need your POs to buy in. You're going to need other stakeholders to basically buy into the ideas or solutions that you're pitching. Now, so for that, you would need to present your solutions. You would need to present what you're pitching as the correct solutions for some of these problems. So you want to be able to have your slide decks out there, really documented in a way that people can understand and really follow along what you're saying. And your storytelling skills would really come in when you're, trying to explain the problem as well as the research that was done and the solution. This will also come in handy in your case studies. So good storytelling skills would help you when you're trying to write and document case studies. Next soft skill is curiosity. Now, curiosity here just really means being able to ask questions, always asking who, what, where, why, and repeatedly until you feel like you've gotten the correct answers to the questions that you were trying to answer. So don't just be satisfied with top level answers. So if someone says A, this is because of a particular reason, you want to understand why, and keep asking why until you get to the root of the problem, which from there you can start actually trying to solve. Next soft skill is open-mindedness. So this is really just being able to get input from other people and to be able to take that input and be open to it, be open to working with it. This input could be from the most random people, so it's not always other designers or developers. Could really just be anyone that could give you a really good idea and you can run with it. And you're open generally to new ways of trying things, new ways of working, new ways of designing, new ways of problem solving. So if anyone wants to work with you, they should feel comfortable pitching all sorts of ideas to you because they know that you're open-minded enough to at least consider other ideas or other types of solutions. Next soft skill is adaptability. Now, we would always like to work in situations where everything is certain, everything is always going to be a particular way, but the truth is, especially working in startups, things can change quite rapidly. You can get new information and something would change. The requirements of something could rapidly change without any prior warning or notice. While this is not ideal, these situations definitely happen. So it's really important as a designer that as soon as you get new information, as soon as you get new requirements, as soon as something about a project changes, you are quick to pick this up and run with it. You are quick to make the changes that you need to make without spending too much time kind of dragging the project down or like wishing it went a particular way, but just being able to act fast and, you know, keep it moving and be adaptable. Of course, if these are situations that don't favor you, do feel free after the projects are done, give feedback to relevant stakeholders saying, hey, I don't like how this happened. But in the moments during the sprints, make sure that you are moving and that you are keeping the project, you know, alive and active. Next skill that you need is assertiveness. Now this can be a bit tricky because you don't want to come off as rude, you don't want to come off as proud, but it can be very important for you to learn how to fully assert your opinions. There are in some cases companies that kind of downplay the importance of design and the importance of user research and other elements of design, and it would be very key for you to properly stand your ground and say, no, we have to do things a particular way to get certain results, as you are the expert. So it's very important for you to stand by your ideas and stand by your solutions as long as you're sure, you know, that they're right. Now this doesn't mean that you are completely closed-minded at all, no, but it just means that you are able to assert yourself and to really ensure that your ideas are being heard. Another soft skill that's extremely important is task management and autonomy. So you don't want to be the designer that everyone has to constantly follow up with and constantly ask, what are you doing? What are you working on? You want to be the person that can, you know, take control and take charge of things by themselves. And so you're not waiting for other people to schedule meetings with you. You're proactively scheduling things, proactively solving problems, proactively taking steps that you need to get things done. So you need to be able to manage your tasks well and to do them with autonomy. So of course, updating people and over communicating, but taking charge of your own situations and handling them yourself. Last but not the least is problem solving skills. This is very broad and very general, but essentially what it means is you see a problem and, you know, you start trying to think of how best you can solve it. And so you're not trying to run away, you're not trying to avoid it, but you're seeing it as a problem that can be broken down into smaller problems, and, you know, you're taking the right steps to solve some of these problems. So do you need to involve other stakeholders? Do you need to have meetings with people? Do you need to ask certain questions? Do you need to do sessions? Do you need to do research? Whatever it is that is needed to solve those problems, you are aware of them and that you can take them on your own and use them to get the best results. So people, I really hope that today's video was useful to you. If it was, please do not forget to support me by liking, sharing, commenting, and of course subscribing to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time.